Daniel and Laura were married for 12 years. They lived in a small, quiet town. Their house was simple but warm. Every evening, Daniel and Laura went for a walk together. They walked on the same road, under the same trees. People in the town knew them as a calm and happy couple. Laura loved these walks. She talked about her day. She talked about her work, her thoughts, and her dreams. Daniel listened, but not like before. His eyes often looked at his phone. His answers were short. Sometimes he did not answer at all. Laura noticed this change. At first she told herself, "He is tired. Work is hard." She did not ask questions. She did not want to fight. She wanted peace. Daniel worked in an office in the city. His job became busier. He came home late. He ate dinner fast. He said he had emails to answer. Laura waited for him, but most nights, she waited alone. Their walks became quiet. Laura talked less. Daniel walked faster. The silence between them grew heavy. One evening, Laura asked softly, "Are you happy, Daniel?" Daniel stopped walking for a moment. Then he smiled. "Of course," he said. "Why do you ask?" Laura looked at the ground. "You feel far away," she said. Daniel laughed lightly. "You think too much," he said. Then he started walking again. Laura followed him, but her heart felt slow. At work, Daniel met a woman named Sophie. She was new in the office. She was kind and friendly. She listened to Daniel. When he talked, she looked at him. She smiled. She remembered small things about him. Daniel felt seen again. At first, they only talked about work. Then they talked about life. Daniel told Sophie about his stress. He told her he felt tired at home. Sophie listened without judging. He did not tell Laura about Sophie. He did not think it was important. But slowly, Daniel stopped sharing his thoughts with his wife. He shared them with Sophie instead. Laura felt the change clearly now. Daniel was present in body, but not in heart. That night, Laura stood. Daniel and Sophie started meeting during lunch breaks. They sat in a small cafe near the office. Daniel felt relaxed there. He laughed more. He talked freely. Sophie asked, "Do you still go on walks with your wife?" Daniel nodded. "Yes," he said. "Every day." Sophie smiled sadly. "That sounds nice." Daniel felt a strange pain in his chest. He did not know why. At home, Laura cooked Daniel's favorite meals. She tried to bring back their old closeness. She asked him to sit with her. She asked him to talk. Daniel answered politely, but his mind was somewhere else. One evening, Laura reached for Daniel's hand during their walk. Daniel gently pulled his hand away and said, "It's hot." Laura felt hurt, but she said nothing. Daniel started comparing Laura and Sophie in his mind. Sophie listened. Sophie understood. Sophie made him feel alive. He did not see that Laura was also trying, quietly, deeply. One night, Daniel stayed late at work. Laura called him many times. He did not answer. Daniel was sitting with Sophie in the cafe. The lights were low. They talked about dreams. "I feel lonely sometimes," Daniel said. Sophie looked at him with soft eyes. "You deserve happiness," she said. Those words stayed in Daniel's heart. When Daniel came home, Laura was asleep on the sofa. She was waiting for him. A cold dinner sat on the table. Daniel looked at her tired face. For a moment, he felt guilt. Then he told himself, "She will understand." But Laura already understood more than he thought. The next day, Laura found a message on Daniel's phone. It was simple but warm. "I enjoyed today. Talking to you makes my day better." Laura's hands shook. She did not cry. She sat quietly. That evening, during their walk, Laura stopped. "Is there someone else?" she asked. Daniel was silent. That silence was the answer. The air felt heavy during their walk that evening. The sky was gray. No vert sang. Laura walked slowly. Daniel walked beside her, but he felt far away. "I did not touch her," Daniel said suddenly. "It is not like that." Laura smiled sadly. "You gave her your heart," she said. "That is worse." Daniel stopped. "I did not plan this," he said. "It just happened." Laura looked at him with tired eyes. "Love does not just happen," she said. "It grows when we care." Daniel said nothing. Laura continued walking. "I waited for you," she said. I tried to talk. I tried to listen. But you were already gone. Tears fell from her eyes. She did not wipe them away. Daniel felt something break inside him. I never wanted to hurt you, he said. But you did, Laura answered calmly. They reached the end of the road. This was the place where they always turned back. Laura stopped. This is our last walk, she said. Daniel looked shocked. What do you mean? Laura took a deep breath. I cannot walk beside someone who walks away from me every day. Daniel felt panic. We can fix this, he said. Laura shook her head. You already chose another path. Silence filled the space between them. Laura turned and walked home alone. Daniel stood there for a long time. The road felt empty. That night, Daniel did not sleep. He thought about Sophie. He thought about Laura. He realized something painful. He did not lose Laura because of Sophie. He lost her because he stopped caring. Laura moved out. She found a small apartment near her work. It was quiet but peaceful. She started walking alone every evening. At first, the silence hurt. Then it healed. Daniel tried to build a life with Sophie, but something felt wrong. The excitement faded. Real life came. Sophie asked one day, "Do you miss your wife?" Daniel did not answer. He missed the walks. He missed the comfort. He missed the woman who stayed, even when he left emotionally. One evening, Daniel walked alone on the old road. The trees looked the same, but everything felt different. He understood now. Infidelity does not always begin with touch. Sometimes it begins with silence, with ignoring, with choosing someone else to listen. Laura, on the other hand, grew stronger. She joined a walking group. She made new friends. She smiled again. She learned that love should feel safe, not lonely. Months later, Daniel saw Laura walking in the park. She looked peaceful. He wanted to call her name, but he did not. Some walks, once broken, cannot be walked again. And so, the last walk they ever took together became the lesson of their lives.